we're here at the very festive Rimrocker Trailhead. And people selling some wares over there. It was a little unexpected, but we're getting ready to air down, take on the Rimrocker. We left KOA and Ouray this morning as early as we could, and yeah, it's time to hit this trail. I've been wanting to do this a long time, so here we go. Here we go, Joe.
We're off to see the wizard.
We're making our way down the Rimrocker. We're in the Colorado section going through the aspens. The aspens have been just off the chain. Just beautiful. Lots of folks camping. A lot of camp spots are kind of just off the road, so you can drive along without feeling like there's people just lining the road, which is kind of cool. But we're cruising right around 9,000 feet, give or take. So it's a little chilly, but it's pretty cool. We just left the dirt, running on the paved part of this track for a little while. Kind of broke out of the forest and into this scrubby, high desert looking stuff with some pines and junipers and stuff, it looks like. Anyway, still working our way west. It's really when you leave Nucla, Colorado, that you start moving into the canyon areas of western Colorado. The trail's going to get a little bit more rugged. You'll see more rock in the trail, some more washes and things like that. But it's not too bad. Nothing that you can't handle. You're also going to be riding a lot of bench cut, a lot of cliffside stuff. You'll be up on the rim of the canyons for a good bit of the time. But you'll have stunning views down into the canyon, as well as stunning views of some distant mountains as well. Well, we're heading out along the side of this canyon, or the top of this canyon, and hit a little mud spot, slung some mud up into the door here. So yeah, got a little slick there for a minute, but yeah, that's where we're headed, working our way around. as you make your way toward Beehive Canyon, it gets a little rocky. And then as you really start approaching the descent, it gets fairly steep. You can't really tell it too much from this footage, but it actually pitches down fairly steep. And we found that really what worked best was just to put the Jeep into 4 low and just kind of idle your way down and let the engine and the gearing kind of hold your Jeep back a little bit so you didn't use the brakes so much. It was steep enough that if you were braking, you would break traction and slide a little bit. So we used 4 low and made our way down. This is probably a fairly iconic hairpin right here. You've probably seen this if you've watched any videos on the Rimrocker Trail. And once you come around that hairpin, you kind of flatten out just a little bit. You're not descending quite as heavy. And then you hit another switch back here at the end of this. And then you start working your way on down into the canyon. So yeah, that's probably a fairly iconic spot. And it's really one of the, I guess, kind of one of the milestones that you'll kind of be keeping in your head as you make your way. Well, we are making our way down into Beehive Canyon. We've come down the kind of a corkscrew, really steep drop. It's very technical along there. I guess maybe the rain has washed out a lot of rock, so it's exposed a lot. But we're still making our way down, but it's smoothed out a good bit. So we're hoping this storm will blow over because it's getting real close to us, and we don't want to go back up on the side slope if that's where we're headed and be caught in the rain up there. So we'll see. We made it to Buckeye Reservoir campground on the Rimrocker. Of course, it was just getting dark. We had to pick a place quickly. Rimrocker took a little longer than expected. A lot of slow going, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna get some brats going and some chili. Hopefully the storm stay away. We can see some lightning in the distance, but you fitting to find out. Well, change of plans. Joe's gallbladder's acting up. He's scheduled to have it out in a couple of weeks, but he's hoping we can squeeze in all this trip. But we're going to finish out the Rimrocker as best we can. We'll probably bail at the highway, try to get him to the hospital, get him some meds, and hopefully calm it down so he can return home. But this is our campsite. We got in here late last night. The lake up here, for your information, is drained. There's very little water in it. But we're gonna hopefully be back one day. I don't know. Right now we got to get out of here, so we'll see what happens with the rest of the trip. We left Buckeye Reservoir and headed west into Utah and decided to take the route that takes us to the highway from LaSalle Pass Road. This is a popular bailout point for people who don't want to continue on the Rimrocker. The final section to Moab gets a little bit rockier and a little bit bumpier. Given Joe's condition with his gallbladder and him being in so much pain, we wanted to get to Moab as soon as possible. As it turns out, we got to Moab. He started feeling a lot better. The Tylenol and the NSAIDs that he took started making him feel a lot better. So we got some breakfast, and then we said goodbye to Joe. Well, we said goodbye to Joe. He's going to make his way back home, see if he can't take care of his gallbladder issue. He skipped the hospital in Moab. He took some Tylenol and got to feeling better, and felt like if he can get home, the doc said if he gets back early, he can go in for surgery earlier than the 10th. So it looks like the 3rd. So he's going to take advantage of that, and hopefully he doesn't have any more issues. But we're in Moab, and we are going to start I don't know, looking around for stuff to do. We may start working our way down to some of the national parks, like Canyonlands, etc. Because we do have that yearly pass, so why not use it? So I don't know. Yeah, we got some figuring to do.